This is the latest in running and endurance headlines with Pace Per Mile News and Lisa Knight.
The John Hancock Boston Marathon announced yesterday the elite field for this year's race. 1 year after the Boston Marathon bombing, the fastest field ever will run the marathon, led by Kenya's Moses Mosop, whose PR is 2:3:06, and Dennis Kimeto, just 39 seconds slower than Mosop. An additional 6 men with some of the fastest times in the world will compete for the top spot on April 21st. On the women's side, Ethiopia's Mer Dibaba and Kenya's Rita Jeptu with 2:19:52 and 2:19:57 respectively will compete for the women's top honor that day. Altogether, 46 elite-level athletes will be running for this year's race who have won titles in one of the world major marathons. Out of the 46, 11 are from the U.S. Dathan Rietzenheim, Meb Keflezgi, Brett Gotcher, Jason Hartman, Nicholas Arciniaga, and Jeffrey Eggleston top the men's U.S. field. U.S. women include Desi Davila, Shalane Flanagan, Amy Hastings, Serena Burla, and Adriana Nelson. Florence Kiplagat, Berlin's world champion, plans to hit the Barcelona course on February 16th with a new world record in her sights after focusing her training on building up her speed and endurance. Kiplagat's personal best was set in 2012 at the Ostia City Half Marathon in Italy with a time of 1 hour, 6 minutes, 38 seconds. She was planning on breaking the record last year on the Ras El Khaimah course, but wasn't lucky enough. This time she's preparing to break the world record as part of her build-up towards the London Marathon in April. A Penn State Freshman track champion jumped to her death Friday night in Philadelphia. Madison Holleran was an 800-meter champion with a time of 2:08:87, setting the fastest girls' time in New Jersey last year and this past fall at Penn State, as she placed 69th for a 6K at her NCAA cross-country regional with a time of 21:43. Her death sent a shockwave throughout the community of athletes and friends who said she was always happy and in her final hours didn't show any red flags. Outside of her family, she hid her problems while she was at school. Her father said she was different from the happy girl when she was in high school. The pressure was building on her. She was struggling with the change of environment and wasn't herself anymore. And the IAAF, or International Association of Athletics Federation, announced that the Gold Coast Airport Marathon has received a Road Race Gold label. The label ensures runners and sponsors that the marathon is considered one of the world's leading road races with the accreditation. This is a first for a marathon in Australia to receive the prestigious award after the race received a bronze award last year. IAAF officials now rank the race in regards to organization, among others like the New York City Marathon, Tokyo Marathon, and Berlin Marathon. That's a look at Pace Per Mile News on this Wednesday, January 22nd. I'm Lisa Knight.